Oh, Gypsy. Gypsy, give me that ball. I'm gonna get it. Oh, I wanna get it. Give me that ball. Gypsy, bring it here. Gypsy. Lucia. Vito. Give me that ball. Chippy. See Vito asserting dominance over Gypsy. He does it really casually, and the good thing is that she lets him, because Gypsy's a very dominant pit bull. A lot of pit bulls are just by nature, but she's very, very dominant. And Lucia over there, female Cane Corso. Actually, Lucia and Gypsy get along the best. They have the best relationship. I think they have actually somewhat of a littermate syndrome. They were puppies together, and they're the last two members of my pack that I added to the pack. So they're very close. Look at this boy. Oh my god. Well, y'all, I have some exciting news. Lucia, right there, and Vito have mated. So I know it's been so long since I put a long form video out. I got a lot to catch y'all up on. Is I moved to Washington State from Texas. It was a 4-day drive, and before then, about a month before then, I had sold my house in Texas. So I was living temporarily where my brother stays, near my dad's house. So that living situation was very difficult to separate these two. And Lucia went into heat right after I sold my house. And Lucia, Vito. So she went into heat, and I tried every kind of method to separate them. It's just the house that I was in, it was very difficult to separate them. So I had put a double diaper on her and double belly band on him, kind of for a barrier method separation. And so I woke up one morning and found that they had busted through all of that. They busted through all those barrier methods, and they were already locked up in the mating position. So, and the cat was out of the bag, so it was too late. So then I figured, well, I did want to breed them at some point. I was kind of holding off because I didn't really want to have puppies in the middle of a move, but it actually, it's I guess as good a time as any, honestly, because I was able to make this drive with her. In the first trimester, where they don't really get nauseous. They don't get the morning sickness. So the first trimester for a dog, for a Cane Corso, you really don't even notice anything at all. You would never even know they're pregnant. If you didn't know any better, you'd never know. So I actually witnessed them mating, so I know that there's a very good chance that she's pregnant. It's possible she's not, but Vito being a very healthy male, Vito is 1.5 years. So it was actually not a bad time for them to have a breeding. But she'll have her puppies in October. I want to say probably mid-October, because they locked up, I want to say it was around August 20th. He's going after that bird. But y'all, I'm so excited to see if she really is pregnant. And I'll know in about a month. I'll get an ultrasound on her. If she really is pregnant, y'all, that is gonna be an epic litter. Oh my gosh. If you are looking for a Cane Corso puppy, that you don't want to miss out on this litter. I mean, but definitely do your research. It's not a breed for everybody. If you've been following my channel for a while, you already know the deal. But Vito, good boy, he is gonna make some fantastic pups. And Lucia, man, the thing that I'm so excited about with this breeding again, I will confirm if she's pregnant in a later video, but what I'm most excited about when at the thought of breeding them is their fantastic temperament, y'all. Fantastic on both of them, both sides. I want to give you an example of Vito's temperament. So I went to the vet yesterday because this vet, oh my gosh, so I have so much to update y'all on. I don't even know where to begin, but anyway, so this Airbnb, this yard here, as you can see, the lawn is kind of unkempt. It's not in the best shape. There's been like just pieces of trash everywhere, but it's also a litter box basically, because there's a bunch of cat poop everywhere, and I caught Vito eating it like the day that I moved in. Gypsy. They're just playing right now. Their body language is neutral, but I always keep my eyes on Gypsy because she's kind of a wild card. Yeah, Gypsy. Come here, Gypsy. Come here, Gypsy. Come here, Gypsy. Come here, Gypsy. Get. Zeroing in on her. She's looking for a rock. Come. Gypsy, come. She's looking for a rock. That's usually how she takes out her frustration. So I'll give her something else to distract her. Okay, so anyways, there she goes. So long story short, I took him to the vet because he developed diarrhea, and I think it's probably from eating the cat poop. Could be anything, but it was a strong coincidence there. But so I took him, and the vet, it's been I don't know how long it's been since he's been to the vet, but a good several months, and it's a new town and everything, new vet, and he did beautifully, y'all, and I'm gonna post you here some video clips of that. Yeah. I'm at the vet with Vito. He's been having diarrhea. Hi, baby boy. Long story short, we're in an Airbnb, and there's cat poop all over the yard of the Airbnb. So he's been eating that, which I think might be causing his diarrhea. But I wanted to tell you, he weighed 130 pounds. He's only a year and a half. So he still has a lot of growing to do. But yeah, we'll get him checked out. Yes. He's doing so good, y'all. It's just a testament to his temperament. It's just super solid temperament, stable. He's aloof to the vet tech, but not aggressive or anything. Just very confident. And he takes my cues, which is just perfect. It's what you want. He's not too friendly. But yeah, he's just been doing so good, y'all. So we'll see. It's probably nothing serious. But he's been real sweet. In fact, the staff were all just kind of gushing over him. They couldn't believe how good he was. It was so cute. At one point, when the vet walked in, the vet was a male, a guy, and a tall guy. Actually, he had really good bedside manner, so to speak, because he knows what to do. He doesn't just barge in there and start laying hands on the dog. But he kneeled down next to Vito, and Vito, he started, when he was being examined, Vito was just licking the vet's shoulder and being sweet, just being super sweet. And he was taking my cues. And what I do whenever the vet walks in, I have a friendly voice. I pet Vito, so he picks up on my signals. But at the same time, he is like extremely, extremely protective. And I have several examples of that in earlier videos if you want to just, you already know if you've watched the channel for any length of time. He's extremely protective. He's probably, honestly, one of my most protective Cane Corsos. I want to say probably even, you know, he'll bark a little bit earlier than Ozzy would bark, but he's not incessant about it. If, you know, if it's like, it's not a threat, he's going to stop barking. But just to give you an idea of his stable temperament, he is a very confident male in a pack where I already had an alpha male dog. So Ozzy is my alpha male dog. What are you eating, Gypsy? Oh, she's eating grass. Just make sure it's not cat poop. So he actually, even though he's very confident and dominant, he's very respectful. So these are all very, very good signs of a very stable temperament Cane Corso. I want to say he's probably the best temperament Corso that I've ever had. Ozzy as a puppy was very difficult to train because he's extremely dominant, being an alpha dog. Sorry about the noise, this place kind of sucks. It's on a very busy street. Yeah, but Ozzy being an alpha dog, you know, he gave a lot of resistance to me. He was also my first Cane Corso, so that could be part of it. I wasn't as experienced when I first had Ozzy, but he was hard to train. But he ended up beautifully, as you know, if you know Ozzy at all. He's a dream dog as far as a Corso right now. Sorry about the camera, y'all. Oh, she wants a stick. There you go. but I want to say Vito, much easier to train, just because, I don't know, it could be several factors. It could be because I have more experience now. He was my fourth Cane Corso, but he was just much easier to train, like a dream to train. And Lucia as well, she's got all those characteristics as well. Extremely protective, but very easygoing temperament as far as around the house. She doesn't go and pick fights or anything. Just a very level-headed Corso is how I could describe both of them. That's why I'm super excited about their breeding, a potential litter, and not to mention both of their structures. Vito, oh my gosh, y'all. Lately, I'll be watching, if I watch him run, just, you know, go get a toy or something, or go run after something, the movement, it's so beautiful, it makes you want to cry. It's just gorgeous. He's just developing into one of the best Corsos I've seen. Of course, I'm biased, and I'm always going to be biased, of course, but I honestly have yet to see such. He's a gorgeous Corso. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to produce some phenomenal puppies. So anyway, more to follow on that, y'all. As far as her confirmed pregnancy, well, probably in about 3 weeks, really, is when I'll know. I'll take her to the vet and get an idea. I have an update on Ozzy that I'm going to do at a later video. It's just too much to update y'all in one video, but I wanted to quickly share the exciting news about that we may be having puppies soon. I'm going to put out, let's see, what should I, let me do this. Let me, I'm going to give y'all my email address. Let me put it in the description of this video. And if you are interested in a puppy, you know, I want to kind of get a waiting list together just to let me know if you're interested. I live in Washington State now, so the puppies they're most likely going to be due mid-October, so they will if you don't live with, you know, near the state, I would have to ship them. I'm thinking I'll probably charge around $3,500 for them, for a puppy, but which is a very low price for a Cane Corso of this caliber. Anyway, they're both AKC registered, and Vito's an import male, so I don't think you would find a better price from this kind of a quality Corso. But anyway, so let me leave you my email. It's Myodin, M as in Mike, Y-O-D as in David, E-N as in November, myodin at hotmail.com. And I'll leave it in the description. And so shoot me an email if you are thinking that you would be interested, like seriously interested for this litter. And I will eventually start getting deposits, like a $500 deposit. And I'm also going to be very selective of who gets a puppy. You got to have a yard, y'all. Definitely don't get this breed if you have in an apartment, and things like that. And I'll have a contract. I'm working on getting a contract, putting it together. And yeah, so anyways, more to follow. Wanted to share the exciting news of that she's potentially pregnant. Like, again, chance that she could not be, but very strong chance I think that she is. And yeah, hope y'all having a good day. Let me show you Ozzy real quick if you're new to the channel. Oh, by the way, I bought this because it's a doggy door. Because, I don't have one, of course, in the Airbnb, but it's too small. It's just I couldn't find a bigger one to arrive as soon as I needed it. They can still squeeze in and out of it, but not very easily. Gypsy's doing her stocking move there. Gypsy. That powder on the floor there, on the ground, is diatomaceous earth. I sprinkled it on them. It's not 100% effective against fleas, though. It's not 100%, but it helps a little bit. Anyway, sorry for the mess. This is the Airbnb, and this is Ozzy. I'm going to send you an update. Ozzy has a diagnosis that I'm going to share with you in a later video. It's just too much to do right now in this video. Too much. But Ozzy, he's doing okay, a little bit better, but he did get a major diagnosis that I was going to share with y'all. It's not cancer. It's something else that it's not great. It's not a great diagnosis, but it's going to be difficult to manage with him. But he's getting up there in age, y'all. He's just going to be 7 in a couple months. So I think it just comes with age. By the way, all of my Cane Corsos I've tested with 2 different genetic tests, Wisdom and Embark. And I forgot to mention that about Lucia and Vito and Ozzy and Dolce Mother Corso. They all have perfect genetics as far as the test can tell. Over 200 genes tested, and they were all clear of any abnormalities, for health abnormalities anyways. And they're all 100% Cane Corso. So not all Corso out there, especially some breeders, they don't actually have a 100% Cane Corso by a genetic test. They may have a mix, and sometimes they don't tell you that, or they'll tell you that it's fine, that all Corso have a little bit of a mix of something, but I made sure just to test mine, and they're 100% Cane Corso. So, but yeah, that's Ozzy. Dolce is my other black coat Cane Corso. She's female, if you're new to the pack, and she is at my brother's in Texas, back in Texas. I couldn't take her with me this trip because she and Gypsy have had a serious altercation before, and so I have her separated for temporarily. Gypsy, no, she knows she's wrong for that. She's trying to dominate Vito. But she will most likely be joined with my pack at some point. That's what my brother Albert and I have discussed. So I have, my God, real quick on my living situation. I'm sorry. This is what I mean. I have so much to update y'all on. It's like, where do I begin? The house that I was going to be getting, I still might get, I don't know what's going on. I found a house in Washington. I put an offer on this house. It's on under 10 acres. It's just a gorgeous house. Perfect. Out in the country. several fenced areas where I could potentially put section off an area for Dolce, and put another friendlier dog with Dolce and kind of rotate them like that. But that house, it was waiting on the appraisal. The inspection was done. We were going back and forth on that. There were some issues with the roof. There were rodents in the attic. I asked the owners, the sellers, that, to fix all that. They were pushing back. So back and forth, long story short, they finally agreed to have the areas that needed fixed on the roof, and they were going to, pay for getting the rodents removed from the attic. The house had been sitting for a whole year. It's out in the country. Very nice house, very large yard. But it was sitting for a year and it had rodents in the attic. So they agreed to do all that finally. And we were supposed to close in 2 days. And I'm supposed to start work as well. And the only thing hinging on the closing of the house was the appraisal. Since it's a VA loan, so I'm military, I'm using a VA loan. The VA loan, they do an independent appraisal. So the listing agent, the selling agent, they're not involved with the appraisal at all. It's a VA loan, it's independent. So that took a long time, and they finally came out to appraise the house, and they're like, well, no, this is not going to pass because there's also on the property, there's this huge shed, a garage, detached garage. It's like a 2-story, 1,000 square feet. And above it, there is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment that was being used as an ADU. They call it an additional dwelling unit, ADU. So basically I guess they were renting it out or had an extended family staying in it. Well, whoever built that, whenever they owned the house, it wasn't the previous seller, it wasn't the current sellers, but before them, whoever built that didn't get a permit from the county. And so now the appraiser is like, well, we need a permit. It's not even legal for this structure to be here. And so that's what's going on right now. I think the sellers went to the county and tried to find out what they can do to modify that to make it legal. And they were told from county that they just have to remove the plumbing and the heating to ensure that it can't be rented out. Because it needs its own septic. It's not even hooked up to a septic system, for example. So they want all that removed. And so that's where we're at now. I guess the sellers are trying to get estimates on what it's going to cost to get their plumbing removed. And so, but obviously for all that to happen, I can't be moved in. We can't have a closing date in 2 days. So I actually had to be out of this Airbnb in 2 days because I had planned to move into my house. So all day yesterday I had to find another Airbnb because they wouldn't let me extend this one. It wasn't available, which I'm kind of glad anyway because there's cat poop everywhere and it's nasty. And so I found another one yesterday that I'll be moving into for about a month. I just scheduled it for around a month I have no idea how long it's going to take the house to be ready to finally to finally get it to the closing table. So see, I told y'all it was a long update. So there were several of these things going on at one time. The most concerning was Ozzy's condition, which I'm going to do a separate video on. Oh shoot, let me just tell you now. No, I'm gonna wait, y'all. It's just too much. Anyways, I will do a separate video on that. Don't be too worried. He's fine right now. He's stable. It's not cancer. It's just a really, it's gonna be a lot of work. He's on several medications. It has to do with his GI system. But anyways, y'all, I will, talk at you later. I'm so sorry that it took forever for me to come back on and do a long video. But this is what's been going on with my life. It's been very, very stressful. Juggling several big things that have been happening at once. But hope y'all having a really good day and good evening wherever y'all are on the globe. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned. Don't forget to shoot me an email if you are seriously interested and think you will be able to get a puppy and have a good living environment. And also let me know how many dogs you have, what you've had in the past. Have you had a dominant breed? What do you currently have? I probably will. I know this is extreme, y'all, but I'm gonna probably ask for a video of your living situation, because anyone, like, I don't know anybody. Like, if I don't know you, you could be anybody, and I really want a puppy to go to a good home. So you could tell me you live in a big house with a big yard, and I'll never know. You could be in an apartment, on the side of town in a busy area. So I'll probably ask you just to shoot me a video of your home, and if you have dogs, no sensitive information, of course, or anything. Just, shoot me a video of your home and your yard space, a real short video, and explain the living situation. Yeah. So anyways, y'all, this video is getting way too long, so I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. He's like, all right. Give me that stick. All right, I'll get my own bigger stick.